Russia should not be treated equally as it's a strategic competitor to Western countries. They are the words of the UK Defense Secretary Michael Fallon. That statement came during an interview with the BBC, where he also spoke about the situation in Syria and the new administration in the United States.
That can't be treating Russia as an equal. Russia is a strategic competitor to us in the West, and we have to understand that.
Let's flesh out that statement a bit. Let's go to London. Polly Boiko's there. Tell us more, Polly.
Well, look, what Michael Fallon appeared to be saying in that TV interview is that he's ready to work with the new US administration to de-escalate tensions with Moscow, to work towards a solution in Syria, but that Britain's friendship is conditional. It was framed as a polite yet stern reminder, and quite an extraordinary thing for a defense secretary to say, really. There's this sort of, I'll be your friend as long as you're not friends with those other guys scenario taking place here. And this isn't the first time in recent weeks that Michael Fallon has intimated that he's concerned about the US potentially having warmer relations with Russia. Take a listen to what he said in an interview just last month.
In practice, every American administration has always stood up to Russia. We're not suggesting you shouldn't talk to Russia, but what you can't do is treat Russia as business as usual, as any kind of equal partner.
And actually, further along in that same interview, Michael Fallon suggested that Donald Trump might harden his stance towards Russia when he takes up office. He said that there's a difference between campaign rhetoric and the practicalities of what you're actually doing as president. It sounds as though he's certainly hoping that there's a difference, but there are reports now in the media that Donald Trump is expected to name Rex Tillerson as the US Secretary of State. He's, of course, the chief executive of ExxonMobil. He's considered or said to have ties with Russia, and there's a sense that reports like this are causing increasing disquiet on this side of the pond. Britain clearly wants to maintain its special relationship with the US and perhaps give US foreign policy a bit of a nudge in the right direction in this sort of interim period through Michael Fallon making comments like the ones that he's made. But at the same time, Donald Trump promised his voters that he would improve relations with Moscow. If that ends up happening, the question now is whether that will be at the expense of Washington's relationship with London.